inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. SGA and Wallace for the backcourt. And it's Dort in at the 3. And then for the Brooklyn Nets, Porter Jr. and Clowney in at forward. Touré out there with Dimon. And it's Claxton in at the center. Grant, as the season draws to a close, most individual player stats are becoming more solidified.
And that can affect players' mentalities, BA. Since certain numbers may bring bonuses or trade interests, meanwhile, winning still has to be job number one.
Now here's Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And he drops it in from the low post.
I tell you, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander getting it done inside. So crafty with his footwork and ability to get shots.
Outside Porter. Fires the 3. On target from range.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Jordi Fernandez. We talked about the challenges the defense faces when dealing with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He said once Shai gets under the arc, it's impossible to prevent a shot. He's too shifty. So we need to be ready to help off on the wings early and try and bump him out to the perimeter. Not easy to control the movements of Shai. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Here's Touré. Five to shoot. Pass to Dimon. The 3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Hartenstein finds Holmgren. It's Dort on the wing. Here's Hartenstein. Holmgren outside. The 3 ball. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Well, the very definition of a stretch big, right? Chet Holmgren comes in with the reputation as a spacer.
Pass to Claxton. And here's Porter. Here's Dimon. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Cans it with nobody near him.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Now here's Wallace from deep. Holmgren. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now. Here's Dimon. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Puts the move on. Outside for Porter. Pass to Touré. Here's Clowney. No good with the triple. The Thunder have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Well, Doris, when it comes to the mid-range game, is anyone better than SGA?
Boy, when you think of the all-time efficient greats, Kevin Durant comes to mind. But SGA is carving out that kind of career. You can post him from the mid-range. His handle gets him to the spots on the floor he wants. He wears that area of the floor out.
Here's Touré following the 3 by Oklahoma City. Pass to Dimon. Takes a 3. The Thunder with the rebound. Last time they met was in Oklahoma City.
And in the last meeting, they were the better defensive team. They were the disruptors, causing turnovers all over the place.
I think they took tremendous satisfaction from that performance and ended up winning going away. So is it something they'll look to repeat tonight?
Shores from the 11th pick in 2018, the last year's league MVP. How did Shai Gilgeous-Alexander make that kind of leap?
Well, you don't get there without incredible work habits. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander puts time in the offseason to grow every single aspect of his game. There's also maturity he plays with beyond his years. You can't speed him up. He's a 3-level scorer, and he contributes to one of the most dangerous defenses in the league.
Here's Dimon. Pass to Touré. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Oh, got a piece of it. And stolen by Holmgren. Here's Dort going inside, and that one is hammered home.
Well, Lou Dort off the deck, that powerful frame on the drive. Don't mess with him, boy.
Outside Porter. Here's Clowney. 9 points for him in his last game. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on Isaiah Hartenstein.
Oh, he really fought for that one, battling through contact to complete the play.
First personal.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throw of the game.
And at the line, one foul. Clowney.
And how about the Thunder? Doris, last season, bringing home the first major professional sports title in the state of Oklahoma.
And what a fan base they have celebrating this historic achievement. And you think about the way this roster was built, through smart draft choices, through player development, and through a young, brilliant basketball coach. This team remains young, they're united, they're together, and it could be the first of many.
Pass to Porter, jacks up a three. Hartenstein pulls it in. Oklahoma City leading by 5. Outside, SGA. And there's another one for the Thunder.
But Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is a thirsty scorer, and if you concede the mid-range, he'll take it.
Now here's Porter. Screen by Claxton. Porter, the pass to Claxton. Over Hartenstein. And it goes! As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
Defensive foul. Isaiah Hartenstein. Second.
Well, Grant, last season, the Nets retired number 15, the jersey of Vince Carter.
Yeah, half man, half amazing. In his half-decade in New Jersey, making 3 All-Star teams, 2 as a starter, and joins his former teammate Jason Kidd amidst the 7 jerseys we see hanging above us.
Free throw no good for Claxton. Well, Grant, you look up and down this Thunder roster, it is just loaded with winning players.
Yeah, B.A., guys who are going to make the right play, defend their spot, move without the ball. I mean, they've built something special in OKC, piece by piece.
And so the timeout by Jordi Fernandez here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And in today's NBA, you need your point to be able to get his own. Here are the top scorers among point guards in the league. Second is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And this group of guys, they have an innate ability to not only score at will, but to create for others. They're the complete package.
You know, they truly are. Whether it's one-on-one situations or staying within that team framework, that is a gifted group offensively. And, you know, you said it. Their ability to put up big points from the one-guard spot is what really sets them apart.
Here's Clowney. After the basket by Oklahoma City. Here's Porter. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Well, you see with Claxton's leg, he can get his shot into the teeth of your coverage. That is a nice job absorbing that contact.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Thunder.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
And after trading away a lot of their top veteran players, the Nets going young, Doris.
Well, they are, B.A., and the rumor, though, says that they are looking to try to rebuild quickly. It's obviously a big market, New York City. And let's remember, free agency is a viable avenue to improve. And once they collect enough young assets, things can turn quickly.
And the Thunder were already a tough defensive unit, Doris. Went out and got more stoppers last season in Isaiah Hartenstein and Alex Caruso.
It is a prerequisite for Mark Daigneault that you be able to guard your backside off on the defensive end. They lean into their strengths. They were the best of the West in 2024, and then you go out and get better. That front office is first level good. So good. Boy, not his best quarter. He's trying to break through.
The shot by Dort, no good.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
to Toure. Outside Porter. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Clock at 6. Here's Dimmitt. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And Grant, the Nets have shown the capacity to rebuild quickly in the past.
Yeah, playing in a big market helps, but they've pivoted decisively from their Big Three era and have the picks and flexibility to make moves.
First free throw is good. Mitchell's checked in for Oklahoma City. And so he hits both. And SGA's got the ball here for the Thunder. 7-point differential. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Chet Holmgren talked about how he succeeds in spite of his slender frame. He said, "You can't be afraid of contact. I'll continue to use my strengths out there, my length, being slippery, playing hard, and try to get better at my weaknesses too throughout my career. That will leave me in a good spot." Back to you guys.
The sky is the limit for him. All right, Allie, thank you. Now here's SGA. In the game against Denver, very impressive.
Opportunistic Shai Gilgeous-Alexander gets one to go.
Brooklyn has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown. Claxton a screen on SGA. Here's Dimon. Over SGA. They grab their own miss. And there's the basket, and the whistle blows. Chance at a three-point play here. One to the line for one.
Defensive foul.
Brooklyn shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. A different look for Oklahoma City. Williams has checked in for Holmgren, and Joe subbed in for Wallace.
Nicholas Claxton.
Free throw no good for Claxton.
And missed free throws have been a problem for them early. So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Pass to Mitchell. Outside Joe. Beyond the arc. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And this defense needs to turn the screws and ramp up the intensity. They're looking a little loose out there right now.
And so the timeout by Jordi Fernandez here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And a chance to look at the block shot numbers over the last few seasons for Nicholas Claxton.
Yeah, and his block averages have been trending the wrong way. But honestly, these numbers can be misleading. Sometimes guys just don't want to take a shot around you.
Nets trail by 10. Here's Traore. No made baskets yet. Pass to Clowney. Now Porter. Here's Clowney. Traore for three. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound. On the wing, Mitchell. That three's off the mark. To the middle. Pass to Traore. Here's Clowney. And here's Porter. Three-pointer. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound.
Listen, let's not put it lightly. This guy has really struggled here.
And Mitchell with the slam.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Here's Dimon. Outside Porter. To the left side wing. Pass to Dimon. Got a piece of it. Inside. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA's got 13.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Here's Clowney, making a mark on the offensive end, scoring around 13 a game. Porter from outside. He buries it from 3. Porter's got his second bucket on the night.
Catch and release. Porter Jr. is so quick. Tough to close out on.
Left side Mitchell. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Sinks it again. That's his 7th made field goal in 11 tries.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Pass to Dimon. From about 19, Williams grabs the board.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end. Certainly, he cannot buy a bucket right now.
The offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
And the Nets with possession here. Following the bucket by Oklahoma City for 3, Dimon. No good on the shot.
No matter what he's tried, it hasn't worked. Unfortunately, the team is suffering from that.
To the paint. Fast break, Brooklyn. Lets the 3 fly. Joe grabs the miss.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Now here's Mitchell. A steady force on their offense. Recording around 14 and a half a game. No good from outside. And so Porter will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Down by 15. Here's Traoré. No points so far. Back to Porter. Drops in the 3.
And just a nice smooth stroke on that 3 from Porter Jr. He knows that shot very well.
The Thunder shooting an incredible 61% to start this game. Outside Joe. Fires for 3. Oh, he missed it. Making him 1 for 2 now.
Boy, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky there.
Porter gets the bucket.
He has been a one-man show trying to keep them competitive.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's Mitchell. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Denver.
Well, in addition to the scoring, he found ways to initiate contact from the defense and get himself to the line. The defense clearly frustrated trying to get a way to stop him.
A nice shot by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder, now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. Defense is setting the tone. We'll be right back after this word. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, we've seen the Thunder really take control here.
It's all about the strong inside-out game in the first period. It really helped them get some clean looks down low.
It is great when you can get that established early because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
And Oklahoma City, looking at who they've got. Chet Holmgren out there with Jalen Williams. Then it's Alex Caruso. Then there's Mitchell. And it's Joe in at the 2. Nets trail by 12. Powell surveying the D. Pass to Williams. Well, few descriptions more glowing than saying a player is clutch. What, in your opinion, Grant, enables a player to be that way?
You know, BA, it's about confidence and command. When you're able to process and execute under the pressure, both internal and external, that's when you have a chance to be clutch.
And here's Caruso outside. The shot no good. And the Nets shooting just 35% from the floor. Williams finds Sharp. Back to Powell. 6 on the shot clock. Williams from long range. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Holmgren's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Caruso, pass to Mitchell. Holmgren outside. Cat not messing around inside.
There aren't many 7-footers who can attack guys off the dribble as well as Holmgren. He'll make you pay if you're too aggressive.
Powell sets a screen. On the wing man, covered by Joe. Man, the pass to Williams. Brooklyn, no good that time either. Oklahoma City leading by 14. Now Joe. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game. Holmgren deciding where to go with it. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Holmgren's got 4 points in the quarter. Brooklyn has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. And Jordi Fernandez wants a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. For Brooklyn, Cloudy, he's checked in for Sharp. Porter Jr. comes in for Mann. Traore comes in for Powell. Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Here's Wolf. No points yet. Here's Traore. Williams from long range. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Now, this is why perimeter defense is so critical. Everyone has a 3 they can drop on you.
The 10th pick in 2021. Zaire Williams fits that mold everyone is looking for, Doris. The tall, rangy wing.
BA, I think you can obviously, the physical potential is there. As far as this guy's efficiency and decision-making, that's a work in progress, and the only way to get there is with repetition for Zaire.
Back to Porter from deep. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played. Nets trail by 10. Down low. Williams' shot is good. Williams has got 5 points now this quarter.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
And here's Caruso outside. And another miss by Oklahoma City. The Nets have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Pass to Traore. There's a screen. Shoots from the elbow. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's Williams. And here's Caruso outside. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
Listen, Caruso's going to be very selective with the threes he takes, but he is very capable out there.
Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Here's Traore. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Wolf. Takes the 3. Mitchell grabs a miss. Thunder leading by 11.
I got him.
Holmgren outside. Joe with the ball. And here's Mitchell. Launches it. The offensive rebound. Towering on the interior. Holmgren.
Another reason why they're up. Just taking what the defense giving him here.
On the wing, Porter. Shoots over Caruso. And the Nets miss again.
That's not a bad shot, but this isn't really his shot.
Pass to Holmgren. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Wolf.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
They set a pick. And here's Porter outside. Oh, another basket for him. He's 6 of 11 now.
And he's finding the bottom of the net consistently. Porter Jr. is scoring with ease.
So Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Nick Claxton, he's checked in for Brooklyn. A big group substitution here for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Lou Dort comes in for Caruso. Wallace, he's checked in for Joe. And SGA subbed in for Mitchell. Brooklyn on D. It's a 10-point game. Holmgren finds SGA. Lets it go from deep. SGA from distance.
Now, this is what Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is capable of. A legit star, and he is cooking.
Now here's Porter. He's got 17. Pass to Toure for 3. 5 on the clock. Wallace pulls it in.
And right now they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Shoots from 14. And there's another one for the Thunder.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Williams' shot is good. Williams has got 7 points for the quarter.
Boy, a very quiet start, but looks like he's starting to find a little something out there.
Now Gilgeous-Alexander, 22 points for him. Over Toure, and it's Oklahoma City with another.
Boy, you respect the shot selection from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, just taking what the defense gives him.
Here's Toure. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Porter. Launches a 3. And the call will be against Nicholas Claxton. That's his first foul. Demon, he's checked in for Williams. And also a switch here for Oklahoma City. Williams is checked in for Chet Holmgren. Oklahoma City leading by 15. Now here's Wallace. Shot from the low post is good. Wallace has got his first bucket in this one.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Pass to Toure. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. Toure can't hit.
There's aggressive, and then there's trying to do too much. His scoreless effort is hurting this team.
Dort, the pass to Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Oh, my goodness. With authority, Isaiah Hartenstein.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
And here's Porter outside. Ooh, he's now 7 for 12.
They've got some ground to make up, and shooting the 3-ball more consistently, like they are now, should help them do it.
Outside, Williams. 4-3. Brooklyn with the board. Porter's got his 5th rebound in this one. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, Coach Mark Daigneault talked about the Thunder's system of player development, and he said, we try to do things that serve both the team and the individual, and then it's easier for guys to commit to it. And if that happens, then you have an environment that can be pretty powerful. Brian?
Turning potential into production. Thanks a lot, Allie. Traore can't hit.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Here's Traore, still without a bucket. Pass to Dimon. Fires the three. That one's good. 2 for 8 now.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Wallace with it. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game. From behind the arc. Outside for SGA. Second chance effort. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
This is why he's out there. Protect the paint at all costs. Nick Claxton send it back.
1:33 left in the second quarter. Outside Porter. The three is up. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Outside, SGA. Pass to Hartenstein. Wallace outside. From downtown. Gets the 3 ball to go. Wallace has got his 3rd bucket of the night. Nets trail by 15. Here's Dimon. From the arc. Sends it home from 3-point land. Dimon's got 10 points in the game.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Dort outside. The 3 is up. And another 3 for Oklahoma City.
And we've begun to see their three-point shooting slip a little this quarter.
Brooklyn shooting 47% so far in the second. And we've got 28 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Clowney. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's on Isaiah Hartenstein.
The officials were right on top of that one.
At the line, shooting for Brooklyn. Clowney. At the line, 2 times.
First one falls for him. Carlson, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Wiggins comes in for Williams. And he makes both free throws. Here's SGA. He's got 24. Here's Wallace. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's Oklahoma City in command lead at the end of the quarter. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such a high clip. Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
I'm here with Mark Daigneault. Coach, how are you feeling about the offensive performance in that first half?
Pretty good. Obviously, we got to get them under control on the defensive end. I thought they played in a pretty good rhythm, but I thought our energy was good. I mean, we got to stack some stops first. We got to get them out of rhythm, but I thought our offense was pretty good. We moved the ball. We played the way we want to play.
You have to set the tone next. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
And for that game against the Celtics, coin toss. In fact, I'm going to make a prediction. This game goes to the last shot.
Jetstradamus. We're going to have to keep a tally of the predictions by you two. Changing focus now to that first half. A brutal game so far for the Brooklyn Nets.
Losing the rebounding battle, it's easy to lose control of the game. Fortunately for them, they have another half to go.
Yeah, now they can lose by twice as much.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Nets trail by 13. Porter Jr. and Clowney in it forward. Dimon out there with Traore. And it's Claxton in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. The shot's good from SGA.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Outside Porter. Pass to Traore. Here's Clowney. He's covered by Holmgren. Here's Porter. There's the 3. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
To the inside. Here's Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Well, Claxton could have an apartment up near the rim. These dunk attempts are routine.
Second half rolling along. About a minute played here. There's a screen. Here's SGA. Gets a very good look and converts. SGA's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Porter gets the bucket.
Boy, despite his efficiency, they just can't get over the hump.
It's Dort on the wing. Pass to SGA. Brooklyn pulls it in.
Boy, he had a clear look at it. Ooh, you hate to miss chippies like that.
Claxton passes to Porter. Unable to get that one. Great D that time from Holmgren. SGA showing off the athleticism there.
We have seen this over and over and over again. SGA with the and one.
And this is his second attempt at the line tonight.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with 1 shot.
That free throw good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Boy, every year, Gilgeous-Alexander adds a dimension to his game. It's hard to remember when he was just a role player coming into the league, now a yearly MVP candidate.
Pass to Porter. Here's Traore, just 5 to shoot. 3-pointer off the mark. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander, now Holmgren. And here's Hartenstein. And here's SGA outside. The rebound by Dimon. Nets trail by 16. Pass to Claxton. Back to Porter. From 13 feet, down it goes. Porter's got 28.
Smart play there by Porter. Working his way inside to find a reliable, close-range look.
And another miss by Oklahoma City.
He's got a nice feel for that crossover, but you still have to finish.
Here's Traore. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Claxton, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander to the paint. And Claxton throws it down.
Claxton, an elite finisher at the rim. That is nicely done.
Holmgren outside. Back to SGA. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Boy, bringing tremendous energy right now, and his teammates are absolutely feeding off it.
Oklahoma City shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
Shooting one.
Free throw good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
What you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who's always looking for ways to improve.
And so the timeout by Jordi Fernandez here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over.
Please give a big round of applause.
For the short break, we look at some of the stingiest defenses in the NBA. Second, the Thunder.
Where this team really makes an impact is on the defensive end. They're a unified front that doesn't make it easy at all to find open looks.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Pass to Claxton. Now here's Porter. Dort defending. Lets it fly. Porter's shot is off.
Oh, the defense very willing to live with that mid-range jumper.
Screen by Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. No problems knocking that one down. And that's 13 points for Chet Holmgren.
Yeah, it's just too easy for Holmgren. Man, is he fun to watch operate off the catch.
When it comes to the scoring ability of Chet Holmgren, there's a lot to talk about, Doris.
Oh, come on, BA. This guy's 7'1" and a sweet shooter from long range. He can put it on the deck and get to the mid-range. He can finish at the rim. Oh, my goodness. Look out.
Holmgren, left side. To the middle. 6 to shoot. Hartenstein. And the shot goes in. And the Thunder lead by 16.
Boy, this is the kind of toughness we've come to expect from Hartenstein, especially in the painted area.
Here's Traore. Still no points. Here's Clowney. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
Guys with size who can shoot with range. That is a tough tandem to defend.
Holmgren outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside for Dort. Let's go with a three. Brooklyn pulls it in. Here's Clowney. Give him 8 points now. Down low. Dort with a steal. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. Outside, SGA. Here's the three. Brooklyn pulls it in. Porter's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Inside. Pass to Dimon. From outside the arc. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Dort outside. Now here's Holmgren. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebounded by Traore.
he didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And SGA has got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. And he drops that one in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 13 points now in the quarter.
Boy, his offensive game has changed the tenor of this basketball game.
Claxton a screen on SGA. Pass to Porter. Wide open. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Porter's got 33 points. And here's Holmgren. Outside, SGA. From the right block, Gilgeous-Alexander showing off his skills inside.
This guy has absolutely owned this quarter. This is how you lead by example.
Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Clowney can't get it to go.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
And he hits it and gets hacked. A three-point chance here if he can convert.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Oklahoma City shooting their fourth attempt at the line tonight. So for Oklahoma City, Wiggins comes in for Dort, and Mitchell subbed in for Wallace. Nets trail by 18. Pass to Claxton. Down low. Here's Porter. Soft touch off the glass. Porter's got 35.
Hey, he's doing whatever he can right now to pump up his teammates.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Wiggins. Screen by Holmgren. Wiggins outside. Here's Mitchell. Plenty of room to knock down that one. Mitchell's got his second basket on the night.
Boy, when this guy has got his rhythm, he can be tough to guard.
Here's Traoré. He's scoreless. Here's Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Yeah, just catching your teammate in stride right there. That makes the game easy.
Outside Mitchell. Pass to SGA. Hartenstein. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Thunder lead by 18.
Well, this is what Isaiah Hartenstein does, right? He just keeps working on the glass. Both ends. Nicely done.
Porter from outside. Good! Another from three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Holmgren finds SGA. Shot clock at 6. Oh, sweet move. And he hits the jump shot. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 44.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Pass to Porter. Claxton a screen on Wiggins. Connects again from distance.
He's got this defense scrambling. Even when they've got two guys on him, he finds a way to get to space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for three-pointers in a single game.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Nets trail by 16. Pass to Claxton. Here's Traoré. Now here's Claxton. For three, Demon. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
Not his best night, and not the team's best night. Sometimes it just goes that way.
Right side, SGA. Pass to Claxton. Porter from outside. And again for three.
And he's now set the team record for most threes in a single game. What a shot he's got.
A lot of it stems from his confidence. Even when he misses, he's sure the next one's going in. And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Left to play in the third quarter. Back to Mitchell. This one for three. Sharp grabs the miss.
Boy, the team doing pretty well despite his offensive struggles right now.
Pass to Powell. Back to Porter. There's the triple. Caruso grabs the board. Thunder leading by 13. And here's Mitchell. Kicks it out to Holmgren. Outside Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. Williams a screen on Powell. From deep, Mitchell. Rebound Brooklyn. Pass to Williams. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter. Williams has got 9.
Well, right to the rim. If there's a size advantage, you attack immediately.
And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Oklahoma City ahead. They're up by 11. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works, or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. And Oklahoma City looking at who they've got to start the fourth. They've got Isaiah Joe, Chet Holmgren out there with Alex Caruso. Then it's Jalen Williams, and it's Mitchell in at point. Nets trail by 11. Pass to Wolf. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Chet Holmgren. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Yeah, they were so aggressive from the start, getting the ball into the painted area. Now, they stuck to their game plan, and it paid off.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
The first one falls. It's both from the stripe. And it's the Thunder with the ball. They've got a 9-point lead. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Celtics. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court. And that's out of bounds. Oklahoma City will keep it. Pass to Joe. Outside Mitchell. Puts up a 3.
And after just a fantastic first half, he's really having trouble finding that shooting stroke.
Boy, another miss, but you have to say to his teammates, great job. They have picked him up all evening long.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
His production has been unbelievable, a testament to how much he cares about his craft.
Back to Holmgren. Powell with a steal. Williams against Mitchell, and Williams with the basket on the assist from Powell. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Thunder. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. Off target with the three.
Boy, his teammates have really picked him up. But I'm sure, boy, they'd love something down the stretch out of this guy.
First personal foul, team second. At the line, shooting for Brooklyn. Stepping to the line with 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
They're doing some good work at the line this half.
Thunder leading by 5. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Caruso against Porter. And another miss by Oklahoma City. The Nets shooting the ball at 48% so far. Pass to Sharp. The kick out to Williams. Fires from deep. Kept alive. Outside Porter. Here's Williams. Brooklyn, no good that time either. Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Now here's Joe. Holmgren outside. Stolen by Sharp. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Powell's shot is off.
They've been dominating the boards tonight, yet it's still a close game.
On the wing, Caruso. Powell covers. Williams, a screen on Powell. Caruso, the open look. And that one is right through the heart. And the Thunder lead by 7. Brooklyn's got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the fourth. 0 for 4. Outside Porter. The kick out to Williams. Williams can't get that one to fall.
Boy, this guy was able to connect from deep in the first half. Hasn't found the range since.
And here's Caruso. Holmgren, left side. Just 5 on the clock. Joe, the pass to Holmgren. From deep three-point land. Caruso misses.
I'm still a bit confused as to why he shot it from that distance.
I think as a player, you have to know your strengths and play to them, and that is not within his range.
Mitchell finds Caruso. And here is Williams. Outside Mitchell. Looking to get it going. And there's another one for the Thunder.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Now here's Powell. Wolf passes to Porter. The kick out to Williams. The three. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter. Porter's got 3 assists in the game.
Boy, that's his second 3. First of this half, though.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. A different look for Oklahoma City. Isaiah Hartenstein's checked in for Williams, and Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Caruso. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Mark Daigneault was just reviewing the plan with his team. He said, this is who we are. This is the pace. Don't let up. He said it doesn't matter if they go on a run. What matters is how we respond. They plan to respond with a fury, guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. Here's SGA. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
Boy, defense has to feel fortunate there. That's one he normally knocks down.
Here's Dimon. Pass to Clowney. Now Porter. And the layup is good. Porter's got 46.
And this is how you execute through contact. Porter Jr. outworking the defense in style.
Holmgren outside. It's Hartenstein, high post. Pass to Joe. Launches a three. Hits the three-pointer.
Isaiah Joe, a sweet shooter, folks. That three ball is on point.
Here's Dimon. Now here's Claxton. Here's Traoré. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Now Mitchell. Holmgren finds SGA. Chalk up two there. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 46.
Boy, this offense has revolved around him today, and rightly so. He has been fantastic.
And then Porter with the dunk.
Whoa, I mean, what a play by Porter Jr. Sticking with the shot, putting the D in a bad situation, and getting it to go.
Lou Dort, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Wallace comes in for Mitchell.
Michael Porter Jr. At the line, one time.
An exceptionally skilled player. You hope Michael Porter Jr. stays healthy. I mean, his potential is limitless.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 48.
He is torching a defense that simply has no answers for him.
Pass to Dimon. Here's Traoré. Porter from outside. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Holmgren's
part of why they have this lead. They're doing the little things out there.
And SGA throws it down.
This guy is such an explosive athlete. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander goes straight to the cup.
Here's Traoré. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Dimon. And the basket is good.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Pass to Hartenstein. And here's Dort. Holmgren with a screen on Porter. Dort up top. He's guarded by Porter. Three-pointer. The shot by Dort, no good. Nets trail by 8. Here's Dimon. Count the basket.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Step back and fire. And again.
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. Pass to Claxton. Clock at 6. Here's Clowney. Tipped away. Dort with it. Now Porter defending. Dort up top. On the wing, SGA. SGA, what a finish!
Yeah, teams will try to get physical with SGA, but make sure you understand that wiry frame is big-time strong.
Outside Porter. Let's go with a three. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Holmgren's got 15 rebounds here tonight.
The rebounding differential is a major story in this game.
Dort outside. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Yet another bucket.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Here's Traore. Claxton. Oh, the drop pass, and he dunks it down.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. In transition. Here comes Brooklyn. And another one. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy. That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Here's Dort. Wallace outside. Clock at 4. Oh, it misses!
Oh, rising up from the mid-range, but doesn't exactly look confident about it.
Now Porter. From deep. Oh, no good. Oklahoma City leading by 9. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Holmgren. Dort outside. On the wing, Wallace. He's guarded by Porter. Yes, sir! Yes, sir!
You know, he hasn't taken as many shots tonight, but they're still ahead, and that means his teammates are delivering.
Here's Traore. Claxton a screen on SGA.
I mean, this guy is as good a vertical threat at the rim as there is. Great finish by Nick Claxton.
And Oklahoma City shooting has been great. 57% and finding ways to score consistently. Now Holmgren. Here's Dort. Takes a 3. Can't get it to go. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Claxton. Ooh, he leaves no question. So it's the Thunder now. Now Holmgren.
And what you immediately notice about Chet Holmgren is his uniqueness. He's got size, but also tremendous agility. He can hit outside shots or battle down low.
Chet Holmgren, shooting 2.
He hits the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8.
Honestly, the only thing that slowed Holmgren down at times is injuries. Otherwise, he's been pretty much unstoppable.
And so both free throws good, and it's a 9-point game here.
If it wasn't out of reach already, guys, those free throws turn the lights off.
Yes, sir! From way outside. And he commits the intentional foul.
Intentional foul. Team seconds. Shooting for Oklahoma City. Wallace. 2 shots.
And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And he's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Timeout called. Brooklyn. They trail by 7. All right, guys, what's your take?
A lot to talk about here, but hey, this game is likely out of reach.
Well, maybe it could wait until after the game because this one is over.
Here's Clowney. The three is off. And so the Thunder take the win. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one was up in the air late, they showed how tough-minded they are as a team.
And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson.